Well, better than last night. We didn't really like a lot of props last night anyway. And then obviously the game did what it did, so a little bit ridiculous. But hopefully we have a little bit better game tonight. I think we will. I'm excited to see the Jets with Brett Favre with Aaron Rodgers, and then get Josh Allen back out there. So it'll be a more exciting game. I think. What?
There we go. Oh my goodness. What a rookie move. We're back. We're back. We're back. All right, what's going on, Gamble Factory family? Sorry about that. I forgot to unmute us. I just gave a whole spiel and everything. But basically, yeah, we're talking about how last night's football game wasn't much of a football game. Wasn't much money to be won. As you can tell in our slip, it was an all unders type of game. So, and then Tyler, you can go ahead and say what your thoughts were on last night or how you're feeling too. So,
Yeah, the game last night was pretty much dog crap. So obviously, just want to kind of move on from that one because it was completely ridiculous. So it's much better to get tonight to see Aaron Rodgers go out there with the first game of the Jets and get some Josh Allen action. Hopefully, be a little bit more exciting and maybe close and more indicative to some prop cashes because last night was not so much that way.
yeah, I agree. We should have a really competitive game. Divisional matchup. Last night's was also a divisional matchup, but the spread's only 2 points. I have it pulled up now, and we got like a 44.5 game total, which is down from what it opened at, 47.5. So we should get a little bit of scoring. Probably won't be a super high scoring game, but competitive game nonetheless, and that's all we can ask for. So we're gonna go over some props, and you guys feel free to ask any questions that you may have regarding tonight's slate or any bad beats you may have had this weekend. So we're gonna get started. Do us a favor, real quick. Give us a like and make sure you're subscribed because we're gonna be pumping out NFL content all year long and NBA next month when it starts. So I'm super excited about that too. Tyler, do you want to go ahead and start?
No, go ahead. I can't get YouTube pulled up on my screen
Okay,
for
yeah, I
some
got
odd
you.
reason. So go ahead.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I got the DGF optimizer pulled up right now, and some of you guys probably know what this is if you follow me or even Tyler. Um, it just basically calculates the top value plays compared to sportsbook odds. So sportsbooks like they make a living putting props right in the middle, so people bet both sides basically. There's the most sharp thing out there, more sharp than any one person thinks they can be. But anyway, so right now there's a 66% prop on the optimizer under Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen's 495.5 pass yards. 66% is a great prop to target. So I think that's something we definitely should include in our slip. I liked Josh Allen's under pass yards anyway, singly, under 255 or 253.5. He didn't hit this in either game versus the Jets last year. He only had like 147 and 205 in both of those games. And the defense for the Jets will just be as good this year as they were last year. Probably better, honestly. So I think that's one that we probably should consider for a slip. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I like them too. I refreshed the optimizer as well to kind of look through that one and really like that one myself. So definitely a good one. And anytime a prop's like 58% or more, almost automatically locking it in.
Mm-hmm.
But 60, you're not going to see 66 percent very often at all.
No, and I wouldn't be surprised if it bumps before we make our slip. So, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
It may happen. If you're watching this now and you have a prop you love, go ahead and pair it with it. It should be a good one.
I would think so too. I don't see that. Uh, that's just a really good look.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I am not getting this thing pulled up, dude.
All right, you good? I can go ahead and talk about another one. Another one I like is Dalvin Cook. So there've been some reports that's came out and said that Dalvin probably will get the bulk of the carries or bulk of the work early in the season. Brees Hall, he's back, he's pretty healthy, but they're gonna be cautious with him. They don't want him getting hurt early in the season. They want that guy healthy for the playoffs when it comes down to it. That's this team's winning the Super Bowl. They don't care as much about the regular season. They're gonna have a good enough team to where they're gonna make the playoffs more than likely, just off their defensive alone. So I think this line for Dalvin Cook, It's just set too low. It was actually at 45.5 like 30 minutes ago, so I think it bumped a yard. That's still good. Last year when he was on the Vikings, no, sorry. Last year the Jets running backs versus the Bills, you had Van Knight run for 71 yards in one game, and in the second game you had James Robinson for 48, and in that same game Michael Carter ran for 76. Dalvin Cook's way better than all three of those put together, so I think the 46.5 yard line is too low, and it correlates well with our under passing yards combo.
All right, yeah. So you like that over the rush attempts at 12.5?
I knew you were gonna bring up those rush attempts, man. I knew you were gonna bring. I do like the rush attempts. I played it on Underdog actually.
Yeah,
At
it's at 12.5 still, I guess.
So either one.
Yeah.
I mean, 12.5. What's that? 12, 24, 36, 40. It's a little bit under 4 yards a carry. Or yeah, under 4 yards a carry. I mean, I think he averages probably 4 yards a carry. So
Yeah. So you rather have the.
Go ahead.
So you rather just have the rushing yards and be done with it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he could hit this on like 8 to 10 carries, in my opinion.
Makes sense. Yeah, I don't mind it. I looked at that one a little bit as well. So yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay.
At all. Man, I just cannot get the stream pulled up. But just looking at the ones I took earlier, I took Gabriel Davis over 5.5 targets.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like that they'll I mean, they still have to throw the football. I don't know that they necessarily are going to be super efficient with it.
Yeah.
Because I think his his reception prop is set to like 3.5. I believe is what I.
Yeah, I think it's
remember
3.5 favored under.
Yeah, it's favored under. So I think that with them still throwing the football enough, but just not being very efficient with it will get him there. I think he ended the year off pretty good on that. I get hit like 3 or 4 out of his last 5. And if they shadow with Shadow Diggs, I still think Davis is left over to be the next guy up. Because I don't trust the tight end still. I don't know that situation what it's going to look like.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Fine. So I just kind of gravitate going back towards Gabe Davis. He's healthy this year. He was not healthy last year at all. He sprained his ankle like really early in the season, so didn't have a great year in terms of like the real hype. But I still think he gets involved enough to get those 6 targets.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. I'd rather take his targets, I think, than reception, just because I don't think Gabe Davis is honestly that good. I think he's very overhyped. And then, so like, if we were going to take his reception prop, that's already at least 4 targets, and he's not going to catch 100% of his targets more than likely, being a downfield threat. So, Lily said, "Is it going to be raining in New York?" I think I looked it up. It's like 40% chance of rain, but it wasn't major storms, and it wasn't going to be windy. So for like prop betting and fantasy betting and stuff like that, it doesn't really affect it too much unless it's more like extreme weather. When you start getting into like 20-mile-per-hour gusts or 30-mile-per-hour gusts, that's when it really becomes alarming. If it's just going to be raining a little bit, it shouldn't be that bad. It won't be raining like that Bengals and Browns game yesterday. So
yeah, that torches. Yeah, 49% at 7 o'clock, and then it goes down to like under 20% the rest of the night. So it's there, but it kind of goes away pretty quickly. And rain, that much rain doesn't really affect.
And then Christian Rodriguez was asking about Josh Allen's rush yards. I don't know if you had that one on your list. I did. So
I looked at that one, but if we're gonna play that combo prop, then I don't think we can't play both. But I think his rushing yards is probably my favorite of what his.
Do what? Are you still there?
I think, okay. I said I think his rushing yards are probably my favorite of his.
Okay, yeah, I liked it too. I mean, I had his under pass yards over rush yards. I've played his over rush yards already today. He hit 61% last year, both games against the Jets. He actually has hit 7 of 8 versus the Jets in his career. So seems like a really good prop to take. Tyler Conklin over 2.5 catches. That's tough. I think he finished with either 2 or 3, so I think the line's set right.
Yeah, I'm not trusting that one.
What else are you liking?
Oh boy. Honestly, not a ton. Let me pull that up. Gabe Davis in that, and then I had the Alan Lazard plus Stephon Diggs over,
Okay.
but I don't even like it. It was just really good value earlier. I think I got it bumped up
Okay. Gotcha.
enough to where it's really tough. But it's not my favorite prop because I still think they could shadow Diggs and kind of make it tough.
Yeah, I like actually the Lazard receiving yards quite a bit. I had that on my list. He hit this in 73% of games last season. Of course, he was the probably the wide receiver one pretty much for most of those games last year with Rodgers. This year he'll be the number 2 guy, but he should be on the field most of the snaps, I think, and we already
Yeah,
know Rodgers loves him. So
I would think that obviously Diggs, but obviously Wilson gets obviously the most work. But I don't. I mean, who else is going to be other than Lazard? Who's the other options?
I mean, they have some, but not nowhere near as good as those two. I mean, Randall
Right.
Cobb may catch a pass or two. McCole Hardman may
Yeah.
catch a pass. I don't know. And then
Yeah, but nothing that like threatening. I'm okay with Lazard at 36.5. To be honest with you.
and then also staying with the Jets. Somebody even just asked about this. Garrett Wilson receiving yards. That's another prop that I was liking for this game. I mean,
So
it's
it's just
Devontae Adams
it's just
2.0 here for Aaron Rodgers.
boy.
He hit this in both games last year versus the Bills without Aaron Rodgers. So much improved quarterback play. Rodgers absolutely loves the guy. He's number 17. He's gonna be thinking he's throwing to Devontae Adams the entire time anyway. So I don't know.
You
I like
worry
it.
how bad correlation of a slip this is because we got the under on the passing yards and we're taking some overs from the receivers.
Oh, I know, right? It's definitely not correlated, but I don't know, man. I think 70 is probably too low. I'm surprised that passing yards one hasn't been bumped yet, honestly. But hey, we'll take it. I don't know. Do you like either of those? I feel like we probably shouldn't take both of those if we were playing under those pass yards, but
Yeah, I wouldn't take over, but I guess really I would probably take Lazard over.
you like Lazard a little bit better.
Yeah, probably just a little bit. His probably too low. 36.5 is a little bit low. I mean, I feel like he'll be probably somewhere in the 40s, 50 range at some point earlier or later on in the season, but still, within the next couple of weeks he'll be at 40 something.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody's saying I like A-Rod over 3.5 rush yards. Got him at 1.5 on Wednesday, but still playing him at 3.5. At 1.5 was a good get. That's a big jump from 1.5 to 3.5 for that. So gotta think one quarterback sneak, he'll get you over that 1.5 yard thing.
Yeah, I can't play the other one, but yeah.
Let's see. Tyler Bass over 1.5 field goals. I was looking at the field goal ones. I just couldn't get a good read on them. I know we talked about a field goal kicker last night, and we took his over, and I never can get him right. He missed both his field goals in the first half.
You get blocked for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And the odds aren't very good on that kicker as well.
No, they're not. Brees Hall. The only thing with Brees Hall, his lines are a little low, probably compared to what they'll be at the end of the season. It's just how
But
much
they don't know.
are they going to use him early on in the year? They said they were going to
Yeah.
be cautious with him.
Yeah, I mean they said that obviously it's Brees Hall is the starter eventually, but right now it's Dalvin Cook. But they didn't give a percentage, so I think the books don't even know where to put him really.
Oh, dude, guess what just bumped?
The passing yards combo.
It bumped down 10 yards.
Oh, I knew it. I freaking knew that.
That was. I hope you guys got that in. See, that's why the DGF optimizer can be huge sometimes because a 10-yard drop in it could even drop some more maybe, but a 10-yard drop that's pretty big right there. So definitely would be good value if you took that under 495. Probably don't take it now. We don't ever recommend taking the bumps. So
Man,
that kind of
tough.
opens us up to not be super uncorrelated with his slip as well.
Yeah, so we can just take Josh Allen's under that you already like.
Yeah, I agree, and that doesn't
Or
really.
his rush yard. We can take his rush yards now.
We could take his rush yards
Yeah.
instead. You like his rush
Yeah,
yards
that's
over the under? You probably like the rush yards better.
Yeah, I think I do like the rush yards better. I mean, there's nothing on like the optimizer's popping with Conklin and Dalton Kincaid, but I'm not touching either one of those dudes.
What are they popping with right now?
It's
a combo at 49.5 yards.
a combo at 49.5 yards. 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 49.5 yards
Over, under,
Over.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
don't know how to feel about that either. I mean, they probably combined for 4, 5 catches, so that'll be
Yeah,
tough.
it's not the thing that I really like.
I kind of like Kincaid. I think that they're going to use Kincaid and Knox on the field a lot at the same time this year.
So
So I think they're going to line
are you,
Kincaid up into slot a decent amount.
do you think that 2.5 receptions for him is good? Because
Um,
it's like minus 130, 140 on some
I
books.
think I
It's
might
minus
have.
140 on Pinnacle, which is actually kind of really good.
Yeah, somebody also asked about that too, so that looks like they might be on it. I do kind of like it. That's just 3 catches.
Yeah, and I would have think if they're drafting a dude and saying they're already going to line him up in the slot as a tight end, like, they're going to try to get him involved.
Exactly, and their
And
slot
then,
receivers aren't very good. They're you probably don't even know the names
yeah,
of them.
right. I mean, it's just like,
Deontay Harty and Khalil Shakir. So
yeah, I mean, Shakir is like a second year guy as well, and he's like drafted kind of later, so there's not they don't have anything invested in him. They
exactly.
invested in Kincaid. So yeah, I think that 2.5. I'm good to play that 2.5 receptions. I'm not gonna play his yard because I don't really know what he's gonna get out of him.
Exactly. He probably needs. He couldn't. 3 catches will probably get him over the receiving yards, but it could be 4 or 5. Probably
Yeah,
4.
I'm good with the 2.5 receptions. I kind of like it.
Yeah. And that doesn't. I mean, that's pretty solid correlation here. That's a 5-man. I don't know if we need to force a 6 pick if we don't
Uh,
love
yeah,
it.
there's nothing here. So what do we? Let's say what we have so far and kind of see what it correlates to.
So Yosh says he thinks he clears 2.5. Let's go.
Let's go.
Dalvin Cook over 46.5 rush yards. Gabe Davis over 5.5 targets. Lazard over 36.5 receiving yards. Josh Allen over 37.5 rush yards. And Kincaid over 2.5 receptions. If Kincaid gets bumped to 3, I would avoid it. Yeah, me too. I wouldn't play him at 3.
Who is that? You said
The last
that
one?
said that Yoshi. You say Yoshi's in here?
Yosh said that. Just
Oh,
Yosh.
okay, not Yoshi.
Koo sold us.
Uh,
What did I don't remember the
I don't,
coup prop what we talked about. I remember talking about him on like late Saturday night, but I don't remember what we said.
I don't either. So Kincaid, Allen, Lazard, Cook, and who's the other prop?
Davis.
Oh yeah, this is like a sketchy one.
Hey, that's all you. No, I think it's
I don't. I think it's solid. I don't straight up love it, but I do think it's solid.
man. I wish that Poirier tackles and assists was at 4. I would take that.
You want his over?
Yeah, I played it on Underdog at 4, and he always hits that line at least 4.
Why they?
So.
Why you don't want to do it now because it's bad? EV.
Just the odds are I think favored to under, so it makes me a little nervous. Any other props you guys liking in chat? Any questions?
Yeah, we can certainly look at things. I'd love to.
Yeah, I don't see much else. Dang, Garrett Wilson's reception targets was at 9 earlier.
Is it still not? Is 9.5 now?
Not a half. Yeah, it's still not bad, but that push potential was pretty sick.
Like this is not terribly bad correlated either.
No, it's not at all. You guys want to run a 5-man today, or you want to try and find a 6 pick?
And just full tilt, it could be a 4-6 pick at this point.
Yes.
Unless you guys have something really good that we're missing. But there's nothing popping on the optimizer at all. It says Dawson Knox under fantasy scores on the optimizer at 6.5.
6.5
You see that
fantasy
one?
score.
Yeah, 6.5 fantasy scores on the optimizer.
Oof. I mean, that's all. He probably scores a touchdown. Has to go over that.
Yeah, he probably has to.
I don't think he'll catch. I mean, he could catch 3 passes for 31 yards. I doubt it.
Yeah, man, I'm not seeing anything else. I don't know. Is chat seeing anything? I could not pull up chat. It's not working for me.
Somebody brought up Poirier tackles at 4.5 again.
Yeah, I mean,
A couple
just bad odds. It's like
couple people
53. Yeah.
And then we got Dalvin Cook touchdown. I like his yards better. Touchdowns can be volatile, so he could have a beast of a game and not score a touchdown, or he can score a touchdown and not do anything else. But he's gonna get the work, so I think his rush yards looks a little bit easier or safer.
Yeah, the optimizer's on Aaron Rodgers over 232 passing
232
yards.
passing yards. Are we
It's
getting
only
some
50.
value or something in optimizer right now? What's going on?
It's only 51%. There's not much there. I'm
No.
scrolled down. I'm like scrolling down. There's nothing there.
No, nothing great. I don't think Knox will get fantasy unless we get unlucky with a touchdown. I agree. I think
Which he's been known to do here
he's
and
a
there.
touchdown beast. I actually have a sleeper slip that I'm thinking about trying to make into like a 4-man 100x slip, and I have his touchdown prop in there as the over.
Jeez.
So he said Diggs under receptions. You know, people are not going to like that, but I kind of do.
50, almost 54% under receptions. That man, Stephon Diggs.
He's at 6 receptions too.
That would correlate pretty heavily with Gabe Davis prop as well.
Yes, it would. I mean, if Sauce shadows this man, that dude's incredible.
I know.
Austin
I wonder
Patriots
if
said Knox first touchdown. Dude, if you bet that, you would.
You're a madman.
I think it's worth taking a shot at, for real. Don't go crazy on it, but.
That would be fun to watch.
Let's see, Damian Harris, rushing reception. Nah, I don't. I think, if anything, you should bet a Damian Harris anytime touchdown because this man could go in vulture one at the goal line. But he probably gets like 5 to 6 touches. It's the James Cook show over there.
So here was Gabe Davis Here's Stephon Diggs last year against New York. 5 catches, 3 catches.
Ooh, Lauren Blasser. I don't know how to say her name. She follows us on. I think she follows me on Twitter for sure. I don't know about you, but she said Diggs is going under. She knows her stuff, man.
Yeah, he's got 2 unders against him last year. I wonder though, can we find like a Sauce Gardner shadow rate? I wonder if they do that.
Like Sauce Gardner on Diggs?
Shadow rate, like, yeah, I wonder if that's a thing.
Let's see.
He shadows like 40% of the time.
Let's see. Like. Diggs versus Sauce Gardner. This ain't it. This is bringing up a bunch of crap. Only problem is that Buff finds a way to get Diggs the ball at any cost. That is true. But it's a little bit different than like Tyreek Hill. That man's always going to get the work because the way they move him around before snap. I don't know if they're going to treat Diggs like that. It would be interesting to know how much Sauce plays on Diggs. I don't know if we'll be able to find it right now.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think Sauce is good enough where I'm good, to be honest with you.
I kind of like it. People are gonna hate that. What's the odds on that?
Oh, let's see. Diggs is, let's see, where did he go?
Receptions
he was right here. Yeah, it's 53.6%. It's like plus 105 to go under 5.5. And it's at 6.
Yeah, it looks like minus 130 over 5.5 on DraftKings, but then there's like FanDuel and Point Block or whatever that book is. They have them at minus 160, both of them.
Points
under 6.5. So.
Yeah, I think I would play that. Honestly, I'll play that right now. I don't care.
Z-Rob over 0.5 touchdowts. Take the under.
Z-Rob.
I ain't scoring, man. I'm not scoring.
Bro's not getting anywhere.
Nuke that. That's funny. Quinnen Williams over 0.5 tackles for loss. That dude is an absolute freaking beast, man. I don't know any stats or anything on that. Is the only thing, but just off the top of my head, with how good he freaking is, man, he's got.
Let's see if I can find this out.
Quinnen Williams is a stud. Let's see.
2002. See if I can pull this up. I got this right here. Tackles. Yeah.
Rodgers Fantasy? Let's see. What's it at?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Well,
he'd have to throw for 2 touchdowns for sure. It's at 15.5. So if he throws for 235 pass yards, it's a little bit over 10. Probably like 11. 10.5, something like that. If he throws a touchdown, that puts him at right at the 15.5 mark. So he probably has to throw 2 touchdowns if he doesn't throw an interception. Or
8 out of 17 last year. No, 8 out of 16 last year for Quinnen Williams.
What did he do against the Bills?
Let's see. Buffalo, he had 1 tackle for loss the first time and 2 tackles for loss the second time.
Ooh.
Oh, Quinnen. You talking about a sweaty stat, boys.
I kind of like it though.
That's a sweat. That's a sweat.
I don't know if we should put that in our slip or not, but do you like that or Diggs under receptions more? I just kind of like the
Uh,
Diggs under receptions for some reason. People are gonna absolutely hate that, but
yeah, they're gonna be question mark. How do you spell Quinn Williams? I don't even remember.
I think it's
QUI.
QI. Yeah,
I don't think there's odds for that, right?
I don't think so. I wonder if there's a tackle prop because if he gets a tackle, there's a solid chance it's a tackle for loss. Probably
So record a sack -175.
under no.
Under
Yeah.
under. But most that's it. That's all. That's the only prop. So like, that's only half the equation. A sack is obviously.
Yeah, he could
Um,
definitely get a tackle for loss from literally anybody else. The top five. So what we have for sure, I think, before the sixth prop is Dalvin Cook over 46.5 rush yards, Gabe Davis 5.5 reception targets, Alan Lazard 36.5 receiving yards, Josh Allen 37.5 rush yards, Dalton Kincaid 2.5 receptions, and then Diggs under 6 receptions would be, I think, is our sixth prop that we're leaning towards. Oh, Jackson got us covered in the chat. Appreciate you, my man.
what you talking about?
He put the top 5 in there.
Oh, sick. My God.
What are you guys thinking? Diggs, Quentin Williams, something else? Just run the 5-man? Rogers, 1.5 passing touchdowns.
No,
I think
I'm
he's
not
favorite
touching it.
on the under.
I can't do it, man.
Yeah, I don't love it. Also, I wouldn't take the under either, but
Yeah, no, I'm out on either one of those.
what's your lean, Quentin or Diggs?
Diggs.
I think that
a little.
that correlates well with the over Gabe
It
Davis.
does correlate. It does correlate a little bit better. It is. Boy, that's sweaty as all get out. And I mean, the Williams will be too.
Watch, dude. I can see it now. Quentin's gonna freaking sack
First
Josh immediately.
Here's what I question. Like on the stats last year, I'm looking through there. There's some games where he has a half of a sack, but 0 tackles for loss.
Wait, what?
So
does a sack not count as a tackle for loss?
But if it's if it was not a solo sack, it may not.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because there's no, and maybe not even. There's 4 games on here where he's got a sack, but it doesn't have him as for a tackle for loss. So it could be 12 out of 16. I'm guessing a sack and a tackle for loss are correlated or statted different, which
Probably
makes
so.
no sense because a sack is a tackle for a loss. It just also happens to be a sack.
Yeah, I agree.
So I wonder what the Prizepicks designation is for that, because that is something to be noted.
Yeah, I've never taken a tackle for loss prop, I don't think, so I don't have any idea.
No, I'm not either. I'm going to see if I can find that.
Somebody's saying under Brees Hall Fantasy at 9.5. I kind of like it. I just don't know how much he's going to be used. He could definitely break one, but he's going to have to score a touchdown to go over 9.5 because he's at 33.5 rush yards, 12.5 receiving yards. So, I mean, that gives us 4.5.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many.
How many catches was that? 2?
Yeah, it's probably 2. So that's 6.5. I definitely like the under. If he doesn't score a touchdown, he's not going to go over this. He's not going to get enough work, I don't think.
Yeah, I like that one too.
If you want to take a Brees Hall over, I definitely think the Brees Hall rush yards would be the case. Just because, I mean, he could definitely break one. Or even the rush yards in 5 attempts, that's just 20.5. So.
Dude, his fantasy score is not on the optimizer.
Brees Hall's not.
But I couldn't imagine that not being a good play.
Under.
Yeah, I think that's a really good play.
I like it.
He's just not favored to do anything. I mean, he just can't. I mean, if they're not going to be on the field, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Somebody's bringing up James Cook. I like James Cook today. I think his props are pretty spot on, though.
Yeah, I'm not playing him either.
I like the Brees Hall look. Now I'm freaking talking myself into 10 props that we're liking over
Yeah, I was going to say.
Unless we run 2 slips.
I ain't running 2 slips. Y'all can.
All unders? Josh Allen under, Quentin Williams over, Brees Hall under.
Could make two nice slips, I guess. But I think I'm just gonna rock the Stephon Diggs under receptions. Unless y'all really want me to do the Quentin Williams. And it's like sack does not count for a tackle for loss, by the way.
Yeah. Jeff Williams said Bill's going to run a lot. Bad O-line. Quinnen getting 1 tackle for loss.
So he's talking me into it.
All right, everybody. Vote Quinnen Williams. Just put Q or Diggs. Vote your favorite one. That'll be our 6th one. You guys are deciding. I think they both hit, honestly. But
Oh, it's a cash money right there. That's no question. I'm curious what it makes me mad I can't get the chat pulled up.
yeah, I think they give. He said, Datian. He said, think they give any close carries to Dalvin instead of Brees. Yeah, they'll give them to Dalvin, I would imagine.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him not from getting beat up so quickly.
So he voted. Oh, somebody said Milano. You guys are no help.
They're not even trying, guys.
What are your top
Come on,
two?
man.
Probably, in my opinion, it would be Dalvin Cook and Josh Allen rush yards, probably. But
Dawson Kincaid's up there for me. I do like that one.
okay, we're getting some answers. Q. Somebody said Milano. Q. Diggs. Q. Okay, we're taking Diggs out. I'm gonna have to play that in a later slip though, but.
All right, so here's the deal. So if James Cook's rushing attempts are at 10.5, and then who's the other one over there? They got Damian Harris. His rushing attempts are 5.5.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 15, 16 rushes right there. Josh Allen's is like another 7.
Yeah, he's
so
at
we're
7.
looking at about 25 attempts for him to get a tackle for loss.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
you gotta think.
That's pretty good. And if it rains a little bit, maybe they do throw just a little bit less. I don't know.
We got a bunch of Qs, dude. We gotta go Q.
I'm running Q now. I mean, chat.
Oh crap! I have Quincy Williams in. That would have been bad. I don't actually know. We want Quinnen Williams, but not Quincy Williams. Correct?
Wait, Quincy's not even on. Quinnen's not even on here. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Kenan Williams. Yeah, that's what I did. More.
Yeah, I got it.
No,
definitely Quinnen. That's on me. Definitely Quinnen.
Bro, have me confused for a second. I just submitted mine. I'm locked in, boys.
We're locked in. Let me go over it one more time. I gotta get locked in too. Dalvin Cook, 46.5 rush yards. Gabe Davis, over 5.5 reception targets. Allen Lazard, 36.5 receiving yards. Josh Allen, 37.5 rush yards. Kincaid, over 2.5 receptions. Quinnen Williams, over 0.5 tackles for loss. We're gonna lock that in. Dude, we gotta hit 25x tonight. I'm feeling good. It's gonna be a good game.
Balling.
Anybody have any more questions? If not, we'll dip out of here, and then you won't see us again till Thursday. It's a long break.
We can do it Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true. Give it a little bit more time for people to watch.
Yeah. We probably could do it either way. Honestly, I'm good with either way.
Yeah. Dude, I think I'm about to take some of those
other ones that y'all were talking into, yeah.
The Diggs under, Brees Hall under. I'm probably going to do another slip, so definitely check out our Twitters. I think we'll both be probably putting out an extra slip, so. Cheers, boys. Let's hit. You already know. We're cashing this thing tonight.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Looks like we're going to get out of here. Do us a favor. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's get us to 200. We're super close. I think this is our 10th video. That'd be sick to get 200 subs right off the rip like that. And then this video. It definitely helps us out a lot. So, Tyler, you got anything else to say?
Cash time.
Yes, sir. 25x in the bank. I can't wait to talk about it Thursday with you guys. Let's freaking go.
You know, if we got 5 out of 5, you know, we're down to our last guy in the fourth quarter. We got to run a sweat stream.
Oh, that's true. When we need one more reception target from Gabe Davis while the Bills are losing in the fourth quarter.
We're sweating out together.
We're doing a sweat stream. All right, guys. We're out of here. We'll talk to you